Have you ever felt like you're moving too slowly toward your dreams? In a world obsessed with instant success, it's easy to think you're falling behind. But what if the secret to winning lies in never giving up, no matter how long it takes? The ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius said, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." This simple wisdom holds a profound truth about human progress. From ancient thinkers to modern science, the power of persistence shapes who we become. So, why does slow progress matter more than speed? Let's dive into this life-changing idea and uncover why steady steps can transform your life. Let's start with philosophy. Confucius, living over 2,500 years ago, taught that life is a journey of constant self-improvement. To him, progress wasn't about rushing to the finish line but about cultivating virtue through consistent effort. Imagine a student studying daily, bit by bit, to master a skill. Confucius would say their steady commitment outweighs flashes of brilliance. But here's the catch: in his time, patience was a virtue. Today, we're bombarded with overnight success stories. So, is slow progress still relevant in our fast-paced world? The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, echoed this idea centuries later. They believed life's challenges are tests of endurance. Aurelius wrote that we should focus only on what's in our control, our actions, not their outcomes. Picture a farmer planting seeds, tending them daily despite storms or drought. The Stoics would praise his persistence, not his speed. But what happens when society judges you for moving too slowly? Does persistence still win? Now, let's bring in psychology. Angela Duckworth's research on grit shows that passion and perseverance predict success more than talent. In a 2013 study, Duckworth found that gritty individuals, those who stick with long-term goals, outperform those who rely on quick wins. Think of a marathon runner pacing themselves, not sprinting. Their steady rhythm gets them to the finish line. But grit isn't easy. It requires facing failure, doubt, and boredom. So, why do some people keep going while others quit? Carol Dweck's concept of a growth mindset offers a clue. People with a growth mindset believe effort, not innate ability, drives improvement. A 2018 study showed that students with this mindset were 40% more likely to persist through academic challenges. Imagine a writer revising their novel for years, trusting each draft makes them better. That's growth mindset in action. But here's a question: can you keep believing in progress when results feel so far away? Let's talk about setbacks. Psychology shows that failure is a universal hurdle. The self-efficacy theory, developed by Albert Bandura, says believing in your ability to succeed fuels persistence. A 2020 study found that people with high self-efficacy are more likely to try again after failing. Picture an entrepreneur whose first business flops but launches another, learning from mistakes. Their belief keeps them moving. So, is persistence just stubbornness, or is it a deeper kind of courage? History gives us vivid examples. Thomas Edison famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Each failure was a step, refining his process. His slow, methodical work changed the world. But what about less celebrated stories? Consider Sojourner Truth, a 19th century abolitionist who spent decades advocating for freedom despite unimaginable odds: slavery, illiteracy, persecution. Her steady voice helped shift history. So, does slow progress matter more when the stakes are high? On the flip side, speed can deceive. Society loves prodigies and instant successes, but many fade fast. A 2022 study on child prodigies found that early brilliance often plateaus without sustained effort. Think of a viral musician who rockets to fame but lacks the discipline to grow. Their flash burns out. Meanwhile, late bloomers like author Toni Morrison, who published her first novel at 40, thrive through persistence. So, why do we idolize speed over staying power? Let's zoom out to society. Modern culture pushes instant gratification, think social media likes or same-day delivery. A 2023 survey found 65% of Gen Z feel pressure to achieve major goals by 30. This hustle culture glorifies speed, shaming those who move slowly. But psychology warns this can lead to burnout. A 2021 study linked hustle culture to higher anxiety and lower life satisfaction. So, are we chasing success at the cost of our well-being? Technology amplifies this. Algorithms reward quick, flashy content, burying slow, thoughtful work. A 2024 report showed that YouTube videos under 5 minutes get 50% more views than longer ones. Yet, creators like Kurzgesagt, who spend months crafting in-depth videos, build lasting impact. Their persistence trumps trends. So, how do you stay committed in a world that demands instant results? Let's get personal. Have you ever felt stuck, like your progress is too slow? Maybe you're learning a skill, chasing a career, or healing from pain. Psychology's progress principle says small wins fuel motivation. A 2019 study found that tracking tiny milestones, like writing 100 words daily, boosts commitment by 30%. Think of a hiker climbing a mountain, celebrating each step. Those steps add up. So, why do we overlook small victories? Philosophy offers wisdom here. Confucius saw life as a path, not a race. His idea of humaneness, emphasizes consistent kindness, not grand gestures. The Stoics, too, valued daily discipline. Seneca wrote that steady effort builds character, not applause. But what if you're tempted to stop? Existentialist Albert Camus argued that life's absurdity demands we keep going, like Sisyphus pushing his boulder. So, is persistence a rebellion against despair? Let's pause. Have you ever wanted to give up because progress felt too slow? You're not alone. Psychology shows learned helplessness can trap us when efforts seem futile. A 2020 study found that reframing setbacks as learning opportunities cuts helplessness by 25%. Imagine a painter whose work is rejected but keeps creating, seeing each brushstroke as growth. That shift keeps them moving. So, what's stopping you from taking the next step? Let's tie this to today's world. From fitness goals to career dreams, we're told faster is better. But philosophy and psychology say otherwise. Confucius' slow steps built empires of thought. Duckworth's grit outshines talent. Edison's failures lit the world. The difference isn't speed, it's refusing to stop. A good person persists, not for fame, but for growth, knowing each step shapes who they are. So, why does slow progress matter more than speed? It's the heartbeat of human potential. Persistence turns dreams into reality, failures into lessons, and small steps into giant leaps. Confucius knew this 2,500 years ago, and science proves it today. The real question isn't how fast are you going? It's will you keep going? That choice defines your path. If you're watching this, you're someone who feels the weight of progress. That's a gift. Don't let society's rush dim your fire. Philosophy teaches us to endure, psychology shows us how, and history proves it's worth it. Share your story. What keeps you going? Drop a comment and let's inspire each other. Like if this hit home, and subscribe to Cognitive Cosmos for weekly dives into life's big questions. Keep moving, one step at a time.